Hey everybody, let's see if I can get myself up here. Kim's not going to be here today. Hey Maddie, Eminem, Maddie and Madison. You want a gold star? You win the internet since you're the first one here today. You got to take care of the internet today. How's that for being the first? Kim's not going to be here today. Her furnace went out. Isn't that awful? In the dead of winter. So it went out last night. Hi, Nadine. So she's not going to be here today, but I got plenty planned. Since Maddie and Madison's here, I'll show the little. I know I showed it in the group. This is what I made for my circles, Madison. This is the challenge. I didn't get it in time for the drawing or whatever. Hi, Kim. But I did make something with them. I made a little journal. But there's the front, and then we got pages on the inside, little tucks. Look, little tuck spot. Decorated page. And we have a little tuck spot up here. Even sewed it. I mean, used twine, everything. That's a little tuck spot. There. A little white belly band. Let's go put some bling on there. And a little tuck spot. It's that not adorable. See what you could do with little circles. And a little belly band. And a pocket on the back. Look at this mini tag. Look how little. Goes in a little pocket there. So there's that. Oh, and it sits like this. It sits just like that. It'll sit up like that. Is that not adorable? And then here's my some of the tea bag things I did. I did some Christmas stuff. I used them in a Christmas journal. But I thought these would be cute for my bug journal I'm going to make. Yeah, all I did was took the stamped the background and then stamped bugs on there. You could do it in embossing glaze. That'd be pretty. Stamp over, put embossing glaze on top. Those are those. I figure I'll use them in a journal. Hi, Nadine. And then I made this one. I left a little thing on it and just gessoed it, stamped so it could go in a pocket or something. That's a different shape. This is the square ones. Then I made this one. It's just a tea bag, a long, skinny one. It's just a piece of paper or a book page and a stamp. And then here's the little book. I left the tab on one of them, the first one. And then I just stapled them together here. Actually, I sewed them. If you look, I have sewing in there. Yeah. Sewed them together and then I put a staple. I stapled this one. So you just open it up, and this is pieces of muslin that I stamped the architecture pieces on. And this is just book page with some gesso, and I stamped on them. So all it is just a little booklet. So I use muslin and a stamp on this side. But you could just put blank pieces of coffee dyed paper or something on there. They're so cute. Yeah, I just made a little booklet. You could do all kinds of stuff. Don't have to limit it to this. So on the back page, I just put a suitcase. So that's the tea bag stuff. I know I posted them in the group, but I figured you could see it better here. What's the matter? Oh my goodness. Replace your hard drive. Wow. Yeah, so this is fun to do. Get your old tea bags out. Save your tea bags. I got a ton of them. So I make iced tea out of regular tea bags. And then we're going to do paper clips today. We're not going to do an index card. The stamp's not here. But yesterday on CK on Hangout and Art with Colleen and Kathy, Colleen was doing the waxes. This is the waxes I put on paper, regular paper. This is the colors I got, besides the clear. You can't even see the white on there hardly. Anyway, this is the waxes I got. I just got the neutral colors. And this is what I did. I was playing with them. This is just the stamped image with the aged beeswax on it. I don't know if you can see it. That's just a stamped image with the aged beeswax. This is the stamped aged beeswax, and then I put white over the top of it, and that's this here. And then I stamped on top of it. There and here with the brown. So it does look, I didn't try to stamp on top of this. This is just the aged beeswax over the top. So I did that, which does make it look like encaustic, kind of. Encaustic is its own. This part here is the most encaustic looking part here. This is just stamped with clear over it. Here, on this side, this is stamped with clear, and then I put white over it, and then I stamped on top of it again. So that's what that is, just like this. So that does look encaustic. This is just clear. I stamped underneath it. If you could look real close, we're going to do a tag. I stamped underneath it, and then I stamped on top of the clear. Several coats of clear, and then I stamped on top. These are just other stuff. This is just other stuff that I was playing with. So that's those. But what I wanted to do before we start on the paper clips, which we're going to mass make paper clips, is do this tag, and I'll show you how I did that. So I think it looks encaustic. Let's see. We're going to get a tag. I'm going to cut my tag here. I'm going to take this. This is just writing. So we're going to ink this up a little so we could get some on this tag. Well, side cat came in. So we're going to get some on there. Yeah, so that looks good. I like that. So we've got some of that on the Oh yeah, before we continue with that, I was going to show you these, what we was working on last week. Hold on, I gotta get some of this over here. All right, so I just keep this in here. It's a dark room door stand, background stand. So that's that. Let's lay it up there. We're done with it. So I let that dry. But while we're letting that dry, these are what we finished. I finished off yet last week. Finished doing these. No, don't even think about coming up here. This was the rust and the patina. These are pens that I, last week we did the embossing glaze. They look like this to begin with. Just clear. This is embossing glaze. All of these are Tim Holtz embossing glaze on there. Is that not cool? So you can use them in. So last week we did these. But here's Kim's favorite, that Teo's Sunset. Look at that, Kim. Isn't that pretty? But there's all different kinds in here. This is the patina. This is Seth Apter's embossing glazes. But I made a whole row of rust. I got sick of doing it, you guys. And I made different ones here. These are different. This is, I can't remember what they are now. I think this is the copper, aged copper pin, or aged copper or something. Can't remember. Those turned out really cool, I thought. I thought so. But that's what I did with those last week. I still got a bunch more. Anyway, did those last week. Get rid of them. Now, this is dry. So now we're going to take we're going to just use the neutral Deco Arts. Yeah, we're just going to use the neutral. And I want to go over it. I'm going to use a paintbrush. Let's get this out of the way. I don't want to get anything on here. So we're just going to use the neutral. And we're going to put a coat on. We'll get to the paper clips in just a few. Just wanted to show this. So we're going to let that dry for a minute. Let's just get our heat gun out. You can heat it up a little. Don't do too much. And it does make your paper buckle. You don't want to get too close to it because it'll bubble. Unless you want that effect. Unless you want that effect. So it's pretty much dry. It doesn't take too long to dry. So we're going to put several coats of this on here. This is just the neutral. And this is the closest I got to it looking faux wax, encaustic wax. Let's heat this up again. You could put it on thick or thin. Thanks, you guys. I thought they turned out cool too. Now, if you look right here, where I put it kind of thick, you can see where it's. But we're just going to keep going. We're going to give another coat because the more coats you give it, the cooler it looks. I think it looks more like encaustic if you just want to use the clear. Okay, So I'm going to dry this again. Now, what I want to do is take this off, put that up. Now there's a white. It's called translucent white. So what I want to do is just put a very light coat on it of translucent white. You don't want it real thick because you don't want it to cover up your background completely. But the translucent white, you don't want it real thick. After you put some of this on there, man, it dries fast, especially because I got my heater on. I'm going to put my paintbrush in the water. Now there's some translucent white on top of that. See how it makes it go back in the background? Well, I haven't tried it with other colors, but I will. I'll let you know how it turns out. But there's that. It makes it look like it's just a thin layer of white on top of the clear. It makes it look like it goes in the background. Now watch. When I take, let's say I want to stamp something else on top. Let's use this stamp here. This is a Chapella. Yeah. Maybe we want to put these numbers on there. Yeah, so we're going to take our stamp, or tag. We're going to ink this up. And then we're going to, whoops. Hold on. I'm just going to stamp on here. Hi, Sophia. Okay. Doing? Oh, it filled the wax up. Pretty darn cool. Look at that. Now, see, that does make it look like it goes in the background, like it's faux wax. Look at that. Huh. I want to make sure your wax is nice and dry before you stamp on it, you guys. Make sure you get that off of there before it dries. Yeah. Anyway, you want to make sure your wax is nice and dry. Let it get really dry before you stamp on top of it, or you will pull the wax off. But that does, if you look right there, see how it makes it look like it's in the background and you stamped on top? It is kind of cool that way. Now, I haven't tried the other colors to see how it works. I know Maddie did it when like she painted with it on top of rice paper, right? So I wanted to show you guys that. I thought it looked pretty cool that way. But we're here to do paper clips. I just wanted to show everybody what it does, what I tried. It's really cool. It's really cold right now because it's still kind of damp. And if you do it on like really thin copy paper, it does make it buckle. So you could probably iron it out on the back side. I would, if I was going to do it. If you wanted it really flat. And then we have a cat that just cannot stay away from being on camera. Yeah. I would wait until it completely dries before I stamped on top, but I do love that. Do like the way that looks. So if you don't want to do a caustic, which is all that other stuff, then I probably won't get any more colors because I wouldn't use any more other colors than what neutrals. So for me anyway. So I wanted to show you guys that. Back up. Let's get these out of the way. I know I said I would show everybody that today. Put my stuff up in there. So there's that. Who wants a cat? Anybody want a cat? Her name's Lizzie, and she's a big pain in the rear. Aren't you? This is Elizabeth. We call her Lizzie. She's got to get her YouTube moment in. So hold on just a second. Yeah, neutrals. That's what I thought. I would just get neutrals if it was me. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I got like I said, I got the burnt sienna. I got sap green because I really like green. That was a cool green. So, Payne's gray, which is such a cool color. I love Payne's gray. Look at that gray. It is so cool. It's kind of bluish gray. It's really cool. And if you look here, you can see where it's thin, and then it gets thicker. That's what I did on most of them. I did it thin and thicker. So depending on how much you want to put on there. Payne's gray, soft black, aged beeswax, which is kind of this color here, which is kind of a yellowish. Raw umber, which was this color. Soft black. This is burnt sienna, and this is the sap green. And then I got the translucent white, and then just the neutral. So I'll probably use more translucent white and neutral more than anything. Maybe some aged beeswax. So say goodbye to the kitty. She's going now. She's going to be mean and go and yell at me when I put her down. Okay, go ahead. See you later. So we're going to do paper clips. Mass-produced paper clips. These are just bases. Not that one. I haven't done it yet. These are just bases. And then what I did was I put stuff over them. Yeah, I love the Payne's gray, Kathy. So that's a double-sided hidden paper clip. And you could put them, this is the base, and I just put these pieces of ephemera over the top. Okay, so those are the ones that, this is another one I did. It's, this one was a top, depending on how you make it, how you put your stuff on. The top one. This one is a side one. So I did that. It's supposed to be a little book. So that's the side one. And then this is made, this is just cheap, thin paper. It's not copy paper. I have this stuff on a roll that I peel off, that I tear off. It's on a roll and it's really thin. So you can make it out of whatever you want, copy paper, whatever. I'll show you how to do these in a minute. But then I took cardstock, 65-pound cardstock, and made some, which this is one. If you want a tab stick out further, you can make them like that. And this is just a thing folded over. This is the thin folded over, so they'll stick out and be tabs. So you can make those. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do these in mass. So to start out, I have 65-pound cardstock. So we need it 10¼ inches long. So this is how I was, who was it? I watched two different YouTubers that did it. So you need it 10¼ inches long. Oops. Okay. And then you're going to take, and you're going to lay it on your grid here. And you're going to fold it so you have 1½ inches. Is it 1½? Or, I don't remember now. So you have 1¼ inches showing. So you have 1¼ inch showing. So you're going to fold it this way, like this. And we're using jumbo 2-inch paper clips. So then you're going to take your paper clips. Anybody needs me to stop? Oh, it'll still be here, Kim. So I'm just taking paper clips, and however wide you want them or however many you want them. See, so this is the short side. The longer side's underneath. So you're going to take your cardstock here on the short side, and you're going to take your paper clips and put the long side on the short side. You're just going to do like this. 1. So this is mass making. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a couple other ways I'll show you just as soon as we get these done. 6. I think I want to put 8 on there. You're going to get 8, 7, 8. Just get you a bunch of paper clips. And then you're going to just space them out. Really doesn't matter right this minute how far they are. Spaced out. You can make them as skinny as wide as you want. What's her name? There's 2 different. Sparkbird is one, and then on YouTube, Sparkbird. And then you're going to lay them down like that. Everybody see? And then you're just going to hold your hand on here and crease it up to the bottom. Make sure they don't go up. You're going to fold this over like this. Everybody with me? So you have your paper clips on there. Hold your hand down and just fold it over. So then you're going to pick it up and you're going to turn it so the short side's facing you. Now you got all your paper clips on there and the short side's facing you. So you're going to take this and you're going to fold it up to the top there. You're going to fold it down there. That's that little extra piece there. So now you got it like that. And then, if you want them longer, like if you want, okay, this is just the ones that meet up to the side of the page. This is how we're making these. So if you want it, see they don't stick above the page. So this is what we're doing now. But if you wanted them to stick above the page, depending on how much, you cut this part off and just meet it up here with this edge. So I wanted to stick out that far. There's no way I would want it to stick out that far on the edge of my page. That far, maybe that far. But since we're doing on the edge of the page, we're just going to fold this end up. Fold it down, make sure it's down. So there's your paper clip. So you're going to cut this off at the top there. I could go ahead and fold it over again, but it'd be way too thick, I think. So now we're going to straighten it up. You're never going to see this anyway. It's just going to glue down to the top there. So when we're done, we're going to have 8 paper clips inside there. Okay? And this will glue down to there, that little flap there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take and fill around. So what you have here is paper clips in there. Okay, so you're going to fill where your thing is, and you're just going to cut them apart. Now there's another way of doing this. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that part, and then I'll show you what you do with it afterwards. I'll finish that off later. So then you got these. Okay, so there's your paper clip. So you're going to undo it. You're going to take your glue. You're just going to put glue down the center, on the edges. You're going to glue. This is the long side. You're going to glue that up there. I just go ahead. I know a lot of people use the whatever this glue is. But I like how fast this stuff dries. So we just glue that in, and then we're going to turn it over, and now we have the short side showing, and that little flap there. So we're going to take that little flap and glue it down. I mean, they're not going anywhere once they're inside that paper, once you glue it inside. And then we're going to take the little side and glue it. So there you have your hidden paper clip base. Now, if you didn't want it that wide, you could cut off some of the side here. If you didn't want it that big, but you're going to have these. Once you have a bunch of them, like this, you put them in a box, and you're going to have the bases, and you can use them anytime you want. They'll be ready. This is the long side. Make sure you get glue around the edges. Good. Glue the long side. You could do it with copy heavier. I wouldn't suggest doing it with this really thin paper. I'd suggest doing it with thicker paper. And then you're going to turn it over. Fold that down. You're on the short side now. Oops. You're going to fold that down. And you're going to do the short side. Now, let's say, shorter piece of paper here. Now I have a bunch of them here. I haven't done yet. Haven't glued together yet. But see how thick, wider this one is? It doesn't matter. You could cut them down and make them really thin. So then you just take your ephemera like this. If you look, inside there is a base. And that's all it is. So then I just take and put some ephemera on top, whatever I want to use. And I have a hidden paperclip. Let's say I want to use this on there. I want to use it sideways. Now if I want it to meet up to the edge, what I do is say I want to use this here on there. It's a skinny one. What I do is I take and do this to my edges of my hidden paperclip, so you can't see a lot of the white or whatever color you're using. So then I would glue that down, and this would become a hidden paperclip. So then if I wanted it double-sided, which I do, I want both sides covered, I would just take something else, whatever, you know, something thicker, something that would cover it up. You know what I mean? You could do this with scrapbook paper, whatever, you know, colored decorative paper. Make your bases, and then say I'm using 49 market and I want to use make a bunch of paper clips for a journal. Okay, for that journal that I'm using the 49 market, I would just use their base paper and then add their ephemera on top, if you wanted to do it that way. And then, okay, so we got that kind. That's this kind. So it's, I gotta cut them apart yet. Okay, so then if you want to make them so they stick out further, you do 10 1/4. I don't know why we just don't do this. This is 11 1/2 by what? 8 1/2 by 11 1/2. Let's do 1 1/4 here. I don't know why she does 10. I'm just using the whole sheet. I'm not cutting it now. 1 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. Let's say I put paper clips on here. I'm put the long side on the short side. So I line paper clips all across there, and I get to this point. We're just going to act like this is a whole sheet. Okay, so we get to this point, and we got our paper clips here. Fold up on the long side. Oh, I see why, because this comes down. Okay. She doesn't want a whole ton of paper coming down. We're going to turn it over. We have it laying there. We fold it up on the long side. So we're going to turn it over to the short side. Fold down that flap. Let's say if I wanted to make them flush against the page, I'd fold up there. But I don't want to. I want to have a tab sticking out. Okay, so I want to go, well, how much do I want sticking out? Let's say I want 1/2 inch sticking out. So then I would just mark where I want that folded, and I would fold it there. And then I would cut off the excess up here. A big wide one. So then I'd have this. So I would take it apart again. I would glue, and there's no way this is staying this wide when I'm done. Glue. this. It's the long side. Glue it in there. And the short side, we turn it over. We have this flap. Say we don't want that flap that long. Turn it off. Glue down the flap. Paper clips in there. And we're going to glue this down. Oh, yeah, we're going to glue this down. To there. Now, tell me. I don't want it that wide. I want to cut this side off over here. But when I stick it on my paper, uh-oh, see, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do. Okay, I did it wrong. It still meets up. But I have a really long side. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Okay, let's get a piece of paper here. Hold on. Let's just use this right here. Don't do that one. That one's wrong. LOL. So the long side on the short side of the paper is the short side. So we want the long side on here. Okay, so then we want to fold this up. So we want the tab out here. Let's say we want this to here. We want a 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to do is fold this on a 1/2 inch. It still won't work right. You need a longer paper. Let's see. Let's put the long side on the... Still not right. What am I doing wrong, you guys? Edit. Okay, let's say we have this. Okay, we have our long side on there. Let me think. So we want to take our short side, go up, turn it over, take the short side, go up, fold it up. And then, oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, you're going to take this side up. Okay, you got your long side. Take this up, fold it over, turn it over, fold it all the way over. Okay, and then you're going to take this up. There's your short side. You're folding the tab over. You're going to take this all the way up. And then, so this is your top. You want to, right? Yeah, say we want a 1/2 inch. So I want to fold it where 1/2 inch is. Oh, just meet these ends up, you guys. Just meet this ends up. And you're going to fold it there. Okay? So we got the, I'll show you again. Okay, let's say we started out with our big long paper and we put our paper clips on. We're going to fold up on the long side. Okay? Then you're going to turn it over so the short side's facing you. You're going to fold that flap down. We don't need it that long, so I'm going to cut off some of it. Just adds bulk. So then we fold that side down. So then we come up to the base of the short side, fold it over. And then you just make this end meet this end. So you got your short side folded up, and then you're just going to take your paper and make it meet that end. So let's glue it and I'll show you. We have our short side. Let's just paper and paper clips, you guys. You don't hurt. Play with it. Maybe you'll come up with a better way. And then you can show me. Fold with a little tab. Now the other lady, what did I say her name was? Yeah, that's that little flap. And we're going to do it on this side. This is the short side. Oh no, I'll show you that. I'll show you how to leave the clip sticking up. These are completely hidden. And then you're going to turn it over and you got this. Then you'll have this. So instead of folding it all, cutting it off there, we're going to continue to use the rest of the paper. And we're going to glue it. I'm going to take this end and meet that end and glue it down. Okay? So when you put your paper clip on your paper, you're going to have that much sticking out. You can make it as little or as big as you want, but that's how much you're going to have sticking out. It's like a tab. But then you're going to cover it all up. So I got ink on my hand already. Let's say I didn't want it that wide, I can just cut it down on each side. Okay? So that's the big 2-inch. You can do it with the smaller too. I haven't tried it with the smaller ones, but we can do that today. See what how it comes out. Now, there's another way of doing them. So you're going to have mass make a bunch of tab ones. See, I glued that tab thing up there together. See how it's glue in there. So it looks like this. Okay, so that's the 2-inch. Now, then you take another sheet of, there's another way of doing it. And you cut your sheet at just 8.5 by 11. You're going to take your cutter and you're going to cut. I don't want to get spread it out because I don't have no room up here. So you're just going to cut each sheet at 1.5 inches. Going to cut 1.5 inch strips. Okay. Just do 1.5 inch strips. Let's get a few cut here. On that line. I don't want to spread out. Let's just do 2 or 3. Okay, you're going to take your paper. When you get done with your whole sheet of cardstock, you're going to have a little sliver left over, which you won't need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 1.5 inch strip. You're going to lay it out. You're going to leave, what was it, 1/4 inch showing? 1/2 inch, 1/4. I can't remember. Hold on, let me look. I think I've got it showing right here. Whoops. I got it on my iPad showing. Her name is Lollipalooza. Go look at her hidden paper clip embellishments. She got her strip. Got it down here. She's going to fold it so there's 1/4 inch left. Okay, so just 1/4 inch. No, 1/2 inch. Whatever. Then you're just going to burnish it down. Then you're just going to take this piece and fold it up this way to meet that end. Finish it down, fold it out, turn it over, meet this piece. So there, you got all these that look like W's when they're standing up. See? Looks like a W. So you're going to make all them. I think it's ½ an inch. Yeah. ½ an inch. Fold it down. Crease it. Get this up here. Flip it over. This up here. Fold it down. And this is so you're going to have another W. Let's just do 3. So I'm going to lay it there. ½ an inch. Fold it down. Keep this up here. Turn it over. This is how she says to mass make them on her channel. So you got 3 W's. So you're going to take your paper clip and you are going to put the long side on the short side. Is that what she shows? Oh, I see what she does. Long side. Okay, long side on the long side. Yeah. Yeah. Long side on the long side. What she does is she goes like this. She takes her glue. She'll just put a spot on here like this. And a spot on here like this. She uses like a P6000. She takes her long side on the long side. And she just has that. And then she'll sit it down and let it dry, whatever. And then she'll just come back and glue this and this. And then you're going to have, show you. Come back. She uses a bunch of clips and stuff. I don't think you need it. Just glue both sides. Now, if you wanted to, see there's the tip of the paper clip sticking out. If you wanted the tip sticking out so you could add something to it, but there's your hidden paper clip. And you don't have to, and your edges are folded nicer too this way. You know what I mean? You don't have all this. Let me show you the other ones. You don't all have all this bulk, but your edges are nicer. Let's do the other one with, I mean, once you get your paper clip in there and you glue around it, I mean, you glue this, but that paper clip ain't going nowhere. I don't know why she has to use some big. So let's do this one, the long on the long. Let's say we want our paper clip sticking out a little like that. So we can add a dangle to it. Okay? So I'm just going to do like she does. Put some glue down there. Heavier duty glue. Long side, long side. And I want my paper clip sticking up a little bit so I can add a dangle. Then I'm just going to glue my, you could use 1-inch strips. You don't have to use 1½ inch strips. That's what she uses. I'm just going to glue both of them at the same time. So then I have my hidden paper clip in there. Plus, I have a little thing so you can have a dangle. Okay? And then on these, if you wanted a tab, let's say I got these on the 1½ 1/2-inch strips. That's how we did those. We still got a W here to do. Find my lid for my things first. I lose them. If I wanted to take this one that doesn't have, just has the very tip showing, and I wanted to make it have a, it's one of those, have a, okay, let's use this one like I used before. Have a tab. I would just take it, line it up there, and just fold it where I wanted a tab. You know what I mean? Make my paper longer up here. So I would glue it down. See how I just fold my paper to make it have a tab. That's it, you guys. Okay, we're done. I'll talk to you guys. No, I'm kidding. So you want to see how we do it again? Anybody else want to get a piece of paper out and I'll walk you through it? So you just make, so you'll have all these bases sitting around. And then the next time you do a journal and say you need 5 paper clips, take out 5 blanks and add your ephemera. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm going to make a bunch and have them sitting around because I hate, it's the same thing with tags. I hate when I get done with the journal and then I got to make a bunch of tags and journal cards. So next week, we're going to mass make bases for journal cards and tags. That's what we're going to do next week. But this week, we're going to, anybody else want me to show them how to do this? I can show you with a cheaper piece of, let's try the little ones. That's what I want to do. This is for a big one. And then I got all these to finish up. So I'm going to have a bunch of them. Yeah, this one's good. This one was a screw up. This one was the one. Damn. And it wasn't. That was the mess up. Okay, so now I want to try the little ones because I want some little ones too. I don't want all big giant ones, right? Let's try a little one, but I want to use this cheapy paper here for my test. Okay, let's say we have this here. I'll cut it in half. This is our test. I want little ones too. Just the same concept, right? Just use the little ones. Let's see. Long side on the short side. Fold it over our paper. This is just random. I just took a piece of paper, folded it. I didn't care because I'm just trying this. So we want to put our long side on our short side. Let's do a few little ones. These are the little minis. These are not the minis, but the regular size paper clip. What size are they? Doesn't even say. I think you got these at the thrift store for me. Anyway, there's 175 paper clips in here. 1977. Ooh, year my youngest daughter was born. Wow, these are old. Okay, I don't know how they're an inch, maybe a little over an inch, 1.25 inches. So we're just going to line them up on here. The long side on the short side of the paper. I'm dying of thirst. I'm going to need a drink of water. Because I don't want all great big jumbo paper clips. So I want to make a little journal. I want little paper clips. Okay, so let's space them apart. We want them. So we have our paper down here. So then we're going to take our hand and hold our paper clips down so they don't scoot up. You don't want them scooting up. And then we're just going to fold this over. So it'd just be the same principle, they'd just be smaller, right? There's our long side. Folded that over. I'm going to flip this over. There's our short side. And take this. This is just going to secure them down. Doesn't need to be that long, really. So then if we wanted to make just ones that meet up the edge of the paper, this holds it down. And we're going to do this. Yeah, it's just smaller. Oh, cool. I like the smaller. Okay, since we want them to meet right up with the edge of the paper, we're just going to cut it off there. And then we have a bunch of small paper clips. Inside there. And they are all going to clip on. Yep. So then you just take them, cut them apart. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so then you'll just take them apart like this. Take the long side. Draw glue. Put. I need that long. Cut it in half. Turn it over. You got your short side. Got a little tab. You can even do this with minis. And we're just going to glue this side. Up. And there's our little paper clip. That's pretty slick. Now, for the minis with a tab, I wonder if we can do this. No, we need a bigger piece. Hold on. No, let's just use it. For the minis with a tab, we got a long, a long slide on here. So let's do two. For the minis with the tab, let's make them wide. Oh, let's just do this. Say I want a big, great big one. So we got our long side on our short side. So we're going to take them, hold them, put that up, fold it over, and we're just going to turn it over. Put this over here. Just where we want them, whatever. Take the top piece, fold it down. Don't need it that long, so we cut it off in a little bit. Say I wanted a tab. Let's just trim this off a little. Don't need that much. Say we wanted a tab on this. So we would take this and fold it up So you want 1/2 inch. Fold it up 1/2 inch. See, so now we got, that's way too much. Here. Got 1/2 inch. See, what I'm doing is I'm taking this, taking this side, putting it on that line, and then just adding 1/2 inch. And that's where I want to fold it at. Okay, but on this side. So then I cut all this excess off. You'll get the hang of it once you know what you're doing. And then we have that up there. No, I still did it wrong. I still did it wrong. I don't know why having extra tab makes me want to mess up. So we have our 2 pieces. Start over. Oh, cool, Kim. What was wrong with it? Yeah, that's what I was telling her. I hope her pipes didn't freeze. So we have our 2 long sides on our short sides. Fold it up. Come around this side, fold it down, flip it over, hold that down, trim some off. This is where you have the extra piece of paper. Come up here, you go ahead and you fold it up here, up to the short side of the paper clips. Okay? So there's your paper clip. Now, see, now if I was just to cut this off, I'd have a normal up against the edge paper clips. Right? Right. But since I want a tab sticking out, what I want to do is flip it back over. See how you have the extra layer there? Flip it over. Oh, it's way down here. Wait, hold on. Cut this end off. However much you want, say you want 1/2 inch tab sticking out, you're going to fold it at that. You're going to go from this line. You're going to fold it at 1/2 inch. Fold it down, and then that's where that will meet. So then you just want to cut off this extra here. There you go. So, still and you're going to open it back up. Glue. I'm going to keep it double. So I don't want a wide one. I'm going to glue all this. Glue that up on the long side. Turn it over to the flap. Glue this part here up. So then you turn it over. You've got this here. So this is going to be your extra long piece. Glue that down. And then you have that much of a tab. course, you'd be more accurate than me. You have the tab sticking out, and you have a double wide paper clip. Or you can cut it in half and have a single. However wide, big you want to make your thinking paper clip. So you have this flap sticking out there. And on this one too. Okay? So that's our little ones. That's pretty cool. I like the little ones. We're gonna make some more little ones. These are so stinking cute. Look how little. This is just up against the, for smaller books, for smaller journals. A tag. Ooh, on a tag. Do a Valentine's Day tag. Put hearts on here. So that'd be cute. Right? Now let's do Isoteria. What else did I miss? Kim's not here, so. Guys, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up before you leave. Yes, the little ones are so cute. Let's do this. Let me get my look. Let's see what we can do with the little ones. The little ones are adorbs. Ooh. Ooh, mushrooms. Look, you guys, we can add mushrooms. That is so stinking cute. Look at this. Do we want them sticking up? Let's say we want them sticking up. So what we do, let's do this one with mushroom. Okay, you got your little short side there. Let's take the long side. Put some glue on it. Okay. We're going to have the mushroom sticking up over the edge of the paper clip. So what we want to do is, there's the mushrooms. I'm going to center it up. So the mushroom sticks out a hair. See? Okay. So then the other side, let's say we want, is there more? There's more. Yes, there's more mushrooms. More mushrooms on here. Don't like that one. Doesn't cover the whole thing. There's got to be more. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's too big. Way too big. This one. Don't like that one. I'm picky. Sorry. Gotta find me one that works just right. Maybe. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, you know what would be really pretty? Oh, my nose. Oh, look at this giant paper clip. You guys. Ooh, bugs. Put a bug on this side. No, let's don't. Save it. Didn't say we did. Okay, we're going to add this mushroom right here. And we're not going to put glue down here, you guys. Do not put glue down there on that little lip. All you want is glue up here on this section. If you put glue down here, you will not have a paper clip. If you put glue on the sides, you won't have a paper clip. Okay? So, okay, you just want to put glue on that base. You're going to see a little bit of this base once I put it on here. So, now I have mushroom paper clips that stick up over the edge a little. And then on the back side, I put that, and that sticks over. So you might want to, make that brown or something. It doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't matter. It's so stinking cute. Look. It put it in a book. So cute. Yes, I like the little ones. I really like the little ones. I'm going to have to make a bunch of little ones too. How much time we got? Oh, we still got it like an hour, you guys. Ooh, you can make these into paper clips. You could do anything you wanted. You could take a paper clip here, a mini paper clip. Say we had two of these. We could put one here, put one down there, put one down here. And then all you do is say this is your, I don't want to ruin it, so hold on. Let's just use washi as a test trial. Let's say we want to use this as paper clip inside the journal. Could just glue down those. Hold on, I got cheap Mickey Mouse stupid washi doesn't want to come loose. Disney stuff. Ah! Just get some regular washi, Lisa. Just some decent stuff. Works. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Because I can't get washi to work. What good are you if you ain't gonna work? Yeah, I thought this one was gonna work. Yay! Lord, have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's say we have these. Say we want to use this. We want to use it so it's going like this. So it's going to slide on the paper like that. So we washi this down. Maybe. So if we use that like that, if we glued those down, we could still get something under there. So you just stick it under there like that. Okay. And then if you wanted to cover up the back side, like this, say we want this in here in the picture frame. You take that piece and glue it onto the back. And this, glue it onto the back, and then you have hidden And you wanted it like this. And you have hidden, so you just glue around the edge of the paper clips. No, you wouldn't. How would you do that? Okay, you guys, figure it out. Help me here. How would you do that? Let's say you wanted to use these two pieces. Let's just use a piece of cardstock. Let's say these two pieces of cardstock. I want to make, and they're two pieces of ephemera. I want to make them into paper clips. Okay? So these two pieces, when sandwiched together, will be a paper clip. So if I wanted to go on this side, I have the little side facing up. Right? Sail on there. Oh, that's different. That's bigger. The little side facing up. Let's use bigger so to see better. Little side facing up. And we want to be able to have this on top and still sandwich. There's no way. Right? What? Yeah. Say we want, this is a piece of ephemera down there. And I want this one to be on the other side. There's no way you could glue those, right? And still have a... So you'd have to do a hidden. Do a fold over? Like this, you mean? Still don't see how it will work. There's no way. Yes? Show me again, I missed it. Let's say I wanted this. This is a piece of ephemera. This is a Tim Holtz piece of ephemera. Okay? And I wanted to put a paper clip on the back of it. Okay, I could just do that, right? I just glue that on there and leave this loose. This part, this little short part loose. Right? Let's do that. On this. On this. So this is a piece of ephemera. I wanted it. To add this, I could just stick it on there. But I don't want that showing on the front, so there's no way though. Right? But you have to have the center and glued. You just have to have the long side. You would just have to have still one more. Show Maddie the frame. Okay, let's show Maddie the frame part. Okay, I'm getting too much stuff out here. Hold on. Okay, Maddie. I have these. Okay, let's do this. Let's leave you there for a minute. Let's say I want to use this as a paper clip. I'm going to paperclip it onto the edge of my boat. Like slide it on here, okay, and then it'll be there, okay? But I want this on the back side of it to cover it up. So on the back side of this paper, I want this and this, see? I want that side to look like that side to look like that. So in order to make this a double-sided paperclip, how do I do that? So I have this and this. So I flip this frame over, and I don't want my paperclip showing. So I put them up, one at the top and one at the bottom. Right? Yes. So do I glue those down? And then how do I get this? If I used these, say I got these ones with the skinny paper. Okay, I turned them way down so they won't show. I could glue that one on there. I could glue that one on there, right? But I couldn't do it with just single paper clips. And then when I get ready to use this, I would just put glue here and here, and then just add that. So it would be paperclip. There you go, you guys. So you just use two of your little, right? The pre-made ones. Let's do it. It's just paper. I don't know how you do it with just with just plain old paper clips. Okay, we got the short side up. Let me show you. Glued those down on the long side so you don't see the paper clips through the hole. And we got the short side facing up. Now we're just going to put glue right here on this short side. And that's it. Say we want this on the back. So we're just going to lay this on there like that. Just going to glue those down. And then on our page, we will have there. Make sure you get your edges glued down. Come on. Gotta let it dry, you guys. We would have come on. This. It's folded here. This paper's folded. Come on. So on the front side we have that. Right? On the back side we have that. Just have to just make sure your edges are glued down. I don't know what I'm doing here. God, Lisa. Just have to work it a little. I would corner. If I was doing this again, I would do this. I would, before I glued these in, I would corner around all those edges before I glued it in. All right? Let's say this is a paper clip. Before I glued this paper clip in, I would take just so you don't have corners, because they're going to be hidden, right? And it would make it easier to, I'm not going in right. Make it easier I would corner them so you don't have those. And then you take your paper clip, that's wrong line. That way, that way, that way. See, so then you won't have those corners to get in your way. It makes it easier for your paper to slide in and out, right? You won't have a corner getting in the way like this. See how I have corners in there? And when you glue them down, make sure you glue right up to the edge. Why is that not working? Hold on. Something. Oh, the planner. I don't know why. There we go. Make sure you don't glue your pieces together. So we have that. That. Oh, that's getting in the way. So then it would be like that. Cool. And then you could stick something behind there. You can say, oh, I want this picture in there. I want that picture in there. We'll stick that in there. Cool. Like it. Like it. Yeah, round your corners. Round your corners. And then, if I didn't want that sticking out there, I could just. And then also edge your pieces. You know what I mean? With the ink. With the ink. You didn't want to stick it out there before you add them on here. Before you add them on your paper clips. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like it. I like it. Okay, I've been here, but had a call. It's a big whooping 14 degrees here today. Woohoo! This is the $1 million show. What? No, it's not a $1 million show. Just be careful when you're gluing their stuff in, you guys. Like, okay, I'm gonna pull apart. You want to make sure. See how that I didn't. See how I didn't get the edge there. See? So that would be an issue. Trying to put my paper clip in. So what I would do is make sure you get all the edges glued down. Stick something in between, like wax paper or something. Like if you're going to do it like this. See how I got glue on there? But now it's glued to the edge. So when I go to stick, just be careful when you go. See, now I don't have the edge down. And I would use cardstock instead of this little flimsy paper. See how flimsy this is? You can see the paper flip right through it. This is cardstock. This is 65-pound cardstock. I have 90 and different weights of cardstock. Let's just use your thinnest, 65 pounds. But this makes a difference, the face paper. So this would have worked better, probably, instead of two of those little flimsy ones. But if you're not doing anything intricate, oh yeah. Ooh, I really like that. That is so cool. I love it. That is really cool. Yep, I like it. It was on Kathy Bird's Hangout in Art. Maddie. Terry's back in the craft room. Woohoo! Hi, Terry. I've been here but had a call. It's a big whopping 14 here today. Ah, thanks, Lisa. You're welcome. Thanks, Pat. Anything else you want me to show you? I love the little tiny paper clips. I'm going to make a bunch of them and a bunch of the other ones. So this is so stinking cute. Put butterflies on there. Do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so if you're going to, I gotta use these now, man. The ones I made. Where's the other ones? Look at this mess. These are all the ones I made. Look at this mess. Okay, so let's get this mess cleaned up and cut apart our stuff. What we have made and finish those up. And Diana first. Hold on, let me get a drink. And ice water. Thank you. No, we're not doing this giant paper clip. We could do this one. Make it a hidden paper clip. Look how big that thing is. Big as my hand. Ridiculous. Okay, so I showed you how to do them. I think it's Lollapalooza and what's the other one? Let me get her name. They make them, come on, Lollapalooza and Sparkbird Studios. Okay, so let's write it down so you guys can go look at their little this is where I got my ideas. What is it? Spark. Let's see, Sparkbird is all one. Studios. These are the people I went and looked at and followed their tutorials. They showed. I want to give them credit. Credit's due. Wasn't my idea. But they didn't show how to do little ones. So I love the little ones. So I'm just going to leave this here for a minute so everybody can see it. You have what? Oh, you have these great giant ones. I wonder what it looked like with the hidden paper. You could do it and use it as your you can interchange your front of your journal with one of these. Change it out, you know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we have all those. This is a little one. I'm going to make bunches. I have to finish all these. These are what I've made. A little one. Cut apart what we have here. Got stuff everywhere. Okay, so I will try and put those links to those ladies in the description. This is the ones that I did with the cardstock. So I'm going to cut these apart so I can get them glued up. Yeah, you can make them as wide as you want, as big as you want. You could make a base with 2 paper clips in there. All you do is just leave the 2 and glue. So you have a big giant, or you can make a whole edge of a page. So you have a big one. You know what I mean? The one, see, this is glued, and I don't like it that big, so I'm cutting off some of it. I would suggest using no thicker than 65-pound cardstock. I wouldn't suggest using the little fancy paper. Like I'd say you need a thicker cardstock. So this is the one where we rounded the corners. So if I was to do this, let's just glue this one. I'll show you. Might be better if you round the corners. This glue is something else. Come on. Even with a needle in it. Take the top off and switch them out. So you glue the long side. I think it's Lollapalooza that uses all the little metal clips and hold the glue. You don't need it. Just use this art glitter glue. It glues fast enough. Dries fast enough. Glue your flap. This is one with. Oh, I didn't round those corners. We can do it with our scissors. Okay. I suggest rounding your corners before. This is a tabbed one. You then you don't have those corners to deal with when you go to put them on something. Corners won't get in your way. So that's a tacky one. Okay? Which you would do like this. Let's see. You got all these to do. Oh, Lord. And make a bunch of little ones. Then they also have them where, oh, that's a little one. That's a little one. Glued that one on. So take it off. There's one. No, I'm not saving the scraps. Those are little ones. There. So we still have this one. Cut apart these little ones. Little ones are inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them in there. You know it's thin paper, but I'll go ahead and use it. So there's all the little ones. Hi, Maddie Madison. Okay. See you Friday. So there's that's this kind with the W. Okay. You have your little, where's the other one with the top sticking out? What am I going to do with it? Oh, there it is. So you have these, this kind, and it's with the 1.5 inch strip. So it would show, if I just did this, and glued those two together, it would look like this. You'd have your little top sticking out. That's the 1.5 inch strip she showed. It's like a W when you fold it. What it is you have your strip. Show it again. Lay it out. Fold this till you have 1/2 inch showing. Fold it there. Fold this back. Turn it over. Fold this back to meet that edge. So then you're going to have a W. It's like that. And you're going to take a paper clip. Short side on this side. Long side on the long. See? Then you just glue that one up. That one up. And you're going to have this. Okay? That's easy. Easy peasy. You do that with little ones too. I would suggest using a thinner. Let's do a little one, because I didn't do a little one like those, did I? Let's get a little one out. Let's cut a strip of cardstock. She had just regular length. On the other one, she used 8.5 by 11, which was this size. For a little one, we wouldn't want to use that big, would we? Well, anyway, if you wanted to have the little this sticking out so you can add a charm or something dangle, you just make sure your paper clip's sticking out like that. And glue, glue, glue. So then you have this kind. Okay. But a little one, I don't know how to do a little one. She shows a 1.5 inch strip. Let's do this. Move them over there. I mean, it'd be the same principle, but what I want it 1.5, right? Let's try 1 inch strip. Make 2 of them. Okay, so 2 1-inch strips. This is for the little ones. Say we got that, and we want to fold it over. Well, I would just fold it over. Okay, so then we have this, that. Then you would just fold up, right? Fold up on that side, the short side, on the long side. You fold up on the short side. Excuse me. And then you would just cut it off. So you wouldn't have to use that long of a piece of paper. Long of a piece of cardstock. So then you have your little one with the tip sticking out, right? Then if you wanted, yeah. Then if you wanted it sticking up, you just pull your paper clip up a little so you can make a dangle. So you wouldn't need that long of a piece of paper though. Heck, I think you only need like this much. Let's see. Put this back on there. Turn it over. Put this back on there. And you have yeah. Wouldn't even need that long of a piece. Cool. Then you make little ones. That way. Okay, so we've got 9 minutes. Let me show you anything else. So we did the, what do I do with that tag? What did I do with that tag that we made earlier? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. So we did this earlier. Now it's kind of more dry. More dry. It's more dry, you guys. So it's kind of cool. Let's do the back side. Let's do a color while we got 9 minutes here. Let's stamp this. Right? Let's do a color. Let's stamp this baby. Okay, so got that stamp. Get off a little. Okay. Here. That's that. Let's do a color. What color do we want to do? Let's do, about, want to do sap green? to fake it, Jerry. Hi, Cat. Thanks, Cat. Was fun. I enjoyed it. Okay, we can do any one of these colors. Which color? Pick a color. Pick a color. Let's do sap green. Or we could do this one, which is burnt umber. Or is it burnt umber or burnt sienna? Oh, thanks. Ooh, you guys, I got me a can of spray starch. Got a thing to show you with a can of spray starch. I have to do another live. Okay, let's do burnt sienna. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is burnt sienna. Let's get my paintbrush out of the water. Out of the water. We're going to do a craft along thing. Show you how to use spray starch. And what are they called? These things, magicals or brushos or whatever you have. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to take burnt sienna. We're going to, this is with just with the brush. Ooh, it makes it look antique. We're going to put a light coat on. We've got a few minutes here. Okay, so there's one coat. Stir it a little. This is just a thin coat. And it does dry very fast. So we're going to do another coat. You don't want to make it too dark. You still want to be able to see through it. Hazy kind of. Okay. Okay, that's 2 light coats. See? Let's do one more thin coat, and then we will get these are not really thick coats. And it doesn't have to be perfect because beeswax or encaustics isn't perfect. Say we've got this. This is 3 light coats. It's just the back side of this tab. Now I want to take translucent white. Get this tape off of me. Get my paper out of the water. Hold on. That umber seeing off of there. I want to contaminate my eye. And I just want to put a thin layer of the white on there. Thin. Thin, thin, thin. Thin it out, you guys. Thin it out before it dries. Come on. And it dries fast, especially if your room's warm. Okay, so there's that. And it looks really cool. I do like it. It's not dry yet. Hold on. Make sure it's dry before I stamp back on top of it. Now if you look here, and you look on this edge, you see how bright that black is? See how it's faded back into the background? Probably wouldn't even need the white. But let's take another stamp. Let's use this, one of these. Let's take one of these. This is another studio. This is a studio light. This is one I did the ATCs with. Let's take this stamp. Let's make sure it's and then we'll keep throwing stuff around. Stamp on top. I do it with the colored ink. I don't have any colored inks over here right now. So remove black. Stamp on top of there. Don't leave it down too long. It filled up some of the. Now it looks like encaustic. Now the background's faded back, and then the stamp is in front. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that's a color. That's the burnt sienna in the background, which is pretty awesome. I like it. Yeah, that's how I did it. I did it with a brush, not a palette knife. Like you were using a palette knife yesterday, Colleen. I did it with a brush. It makes 3 light coats. And it looks like it's faded in the background, like there's encaustic on it. Once you stamp on top, there's the other side. That's just the neutral and the white. So really, I don't even think you'd need the white, maybe. Well, yeah, you would. To make it look encaustic, I think you need the white. But you want a thin coat of it, as thin as you can get. Because there is without white on it. On that edge there, you see the black kind of. And then you see it with the white, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it. Yeah. But it's real flimsy right now. It's to dry. See? This is vanilla paper, like file folder. So it really needs to dry. I would say let it dry for quite a while before you stamp on top, because it wants to pull the wax stuff off. So that's a good thing to remember. There you go. So we did a color. That's the raw umber. Okay, so I'm going to go because I'm starving to death. Really, I'm not starving to death. I got enough fat that my body would live for a while. Just not without water. I'm hungry. I'm not starving to death. Hey, you guys. So we did the paper clips. Next week, we're going to be on Kim's channel since she didn't get to come on today. And which I will put her link in the description before after this video. So you want to subscribe to her. And Kim, what do you want to do? You want to do the spray starch thing, or do you want to do the mass make of the bases of the tags and the journal cards? Mass make those. It's up to Kim. She'll have to decide. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, there's a thing I want to do with the spray starch and the powder stuff. Huh? I don't care. I have something coming, so I might do that. What? I don't care. I have something coming. I don't understand. Oh, you'll let me know. So we might not be doing this. Whatever Kim wants to do. I mean, if she's got something she wants to do next week, I'll hurt you. Hell, that's fine. But on my next channel, we'll either do this or the mass make on my next Wednesday. Or maybe I'll come on and we'll do this before. We'll just do it live, like tomorrow. Okay? Oh, you ordered something. Okay. So there we go. I will talk at you all later. I'm going to finish up all my paper clips I made and mix all different kinds. Some with where I can make some mass make them. So I have them. Yeah, me too. It's going to be fun, you guys, the spray starch thing. Get your can of spray starch. Dollar General has it. Okay? Okay. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow and do that sometime. I don't know. Tomorrow evening, maybe. Who's on tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Thursday? Thursday or Friday? Oh, no, we can't do it Friday. Maddie's on finishing it Friday. Yeah. Spray starch, we're going to use spray starch, and we're going to use, what are they, Magicals, or if you have Brushos. Brushos is the same as Magicals. I have both. Get those out, and some cardstock, or whatever you want to use. I'll put a preview up and tell you what you need. Okay? We're going to make papers. Ooh, we can make paper clips, pieces out of those. We can make paper clips out of those. Oh, yeah. Okay. I will let you go. I'm hungry. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Hope you learned something. Like I said, I'll put those links in my description after this goes up. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you, and please leave a thumbs up. Bye.